What's up? What's going on? Welcome back into the Putback Podcast with Tyler and Cole. This week we don't have a lot going on because, there was only 3 days of games.
Facts.
But before we get things started today, we do have a lot for you, but before we get things started today, I want to make sure you check out our Twitter and our Instagram. At Twitter is Putback at Podcast.
It's at Podcast Putback. It's at Podcast Putback. On Twitter, on Instagram, it's at Putback Podcast. I don't know why Twitter did that, but it is what it is.
It's Twitter. I don't know what to tell you.
I'll tell you.
Is there anything else I need to hit on that I'm missing?
No, subscribe on YouTube.
Yes. Hit the bell.
And hit the notification bell. Huge shout out. Last week we finished with 31 views.
Wow.
On the podcast. 3 likes, 1 dislike. Whoever that is, go to hell. But we finished with 31 views on... I'm assuming it has something to do with All-Star. But there was that, and then if you guys are listening on Spotify, you can actually hit the follow button. And I figured out that there's a heart system on Spotify, so you can heart the podcast that you listen to. So drop us a like or a heart, however it works. And that's pretty much it. Check out socials, and let's just get into this week.
Let's get into it.
So we have a few topics, and then we have we're gonna do playoff predictions. Cole's got those, and then we still have next week's predictions as well. So do you want to go over last week's predictions first?
Yeah, we might as well hit on those.
Okay, so Bucks versus Detroit. Both Cole and I said the Bucks. We both said Giannis. We were both right there. As far as Detroit, Christian Wood was the leading scorer. Derrick Rose only had 12 points. Christian Wood had like 17. He comes off the bench. I don't even know what position he plays, to be honest with you. I think he's a forward.
Look at the bench player scoring all the points.
Facts. 76ers versus Nets. The 76ers did win. I was wrong, obviously. We both said Dinwiddie was going to lead the team, Nets for scoring. It was actually Karis LeVert with an extra 3 points over Dinwiddie. And then this was the night Embiid went off for 39. So you said Simmons, I said Harris, and we were both wrong. Moving on, Mavs versus Orlando. We both said the Mavs. We were both right. Luka, we were both right there. And then Vucevic, we were actually both wrong. It was Fournier. He had literally 1 more point than Vucevic did. So
Who did I say?
We both said Vucevic.
Oh, we didn't? Okay.
Yeah. Fournier is a shooting guard. He's a great player. Next, Raptors versus Suns. We both said the Raptors. And then we both said Siakam and Devin Booker. We're both right.
Yeah!
And then 76ers versus Bucks is the last game of last week that we went over. You said Middleton and Embiid, and I said Middleton and Simmons. And it actually ended up being Giannis and Embiid. But the 76ers had a 3-way split for leading scorer. Embiid, Shake Milton, and then Furkan Korkmaz all had 17 points. I don't know Shake Milton. I don't know why his name is so strange. Shake Milton. That was strange to me. All right. Do you just want to run through predictions right now?
Yeah, we can do predictions already. Let's
all
do
right.
it.
76ers versus Hawks.
76ers.
I'm going to go Hawks. Who do you got leading scorer?
For the Sixers, I'm going to go with, let's go with Embiid.
Okay.
And, who was the other team?
Hawks.
Hawks. It's pretty obvious, isn't it?
Trae Young.
Yeah.
So he's
Mr. 50 himself.
That boy's amazing. So like I said Hawks. I'm going to say Harris again. But for the 76ers, but for the Hawks, I'm actually going to say John Collins. He's the big guy for the Hawks.
Collins is pretty good.
He's been on a tear recently. Mavs versus Timberwolves.
Mavs.
Who do you got?
Luka and I'm going to go with KAT.
Okay. I'm going to say Mavs as well, Luka, but I'm going to actually say Russell for the Timberwolves.
No bias there, right?
No, I'm a huge D'Angelo Russell fan, 100% bias. Then we got the Clippers versus the Grizzlies.
Clippers versus the Grizzlies, huh?
Yeah.
Clippers. I'm going to go with PG.
Yeah, all right.
Grizzlies. The rookie.
John Morant.
Yeah.
So
I don't know why I always mind blank with his name.
I'm going to actually say the same people as you, but I'm going to say the Grizzlies win. I don't know, I'm a John Morant fan. He's pretty baller. Next, we have Bucks versus Raptors. You have to say Raptors. Yeah. Obligatory. I'm going to say Bucks. Who do you got?
I'm going to go with Kyle Lowry and Giannis.
I'm going to say Siakam and Giannis, but I'm going to say the Bucks win. So, Lowry, Giannis. I'm so glad I don't have to put his last name. I don't even have no space for his last name on this paper. Next, Nets versus Hawks.
Nets versus Hawks.
Yes.
Go with Hawks. No offense.
All offense taken.
All offense taken. Young again, and Kyrie's out for a while, isn't he?
Is there?
So you have a chance to win. That's for sure. And I don't know who's going to be leading scorer.
LeVert, Dinwiddie, Jared Allen.
Let's go with Jared Allen this week.
All right, that's my boy. He's a defensive monster. Lastly, Nuggets versus the Clippers.
Nuggets, Clips. Did you make your predictions for that one, bud? The last one?
Oh, LeVert and Young. And I have the Nets winning. Obviously, I have the Nets winning.
There you go.
I have to have the Nets winning.
And who was this one again?
This is Denver Nuggets versus the Clippers.
Nuggets and Clippers, huh? I'm going to go with the Clippers.
Okay.
Wow, that was a surprise to me. I was thinking Nuggets, but Clippers came out well.
Do you want to go with the Clippers or the Nuggets?
Nope, just going to go with my gut instinct here.
Okay. Clippers?
Clippers it is. Let's go with Kawhi, if he's even going to play. Kawhi and Jokic.
Jokic. So I'm going to say the Lakers, not the Lakers, the Clippers win too. I'm going to say PG and Jokic. All right, so do you want to get into the playoff predictions now?
Don't we have...
We have topics. Do you want to go over those? Or do you want to save that for last?
We'll do this now.
Okay.
All right. As the standings are today, Sunday the
23rd
of February, we have the Bucks sitting at the 1 seed in the East. They would take on a Magic. Who do you got there?
That's not even a question.
I know it's not, but let's discuss it anyway.
The Bucks. The Magic have a bunch of good role players, but I feel like they don't have a star. They have Markel Fultz, Vucevic, I forget the other dude's name, Fournier. Like, they have good pieces, but...
They have their pieces, but I don't know who would guard Giannis, to be honest.
Nobody. Oh, Aaron Gordon probably is the best shot to guard Giannis. He's athletic.
Even still...
No, Aaron Gordon's getting blown by. Giannis is 7 foot. Aaron Gordon's only 6'8".
Giannis is 7 foot.
He's 6'11 and a half.
That man is crazy
foot.
athletic for that size.
He's a 7 foot. 6'11 and a half is a fake number. He's 7 foot.
So, how many games? Gentleman sweep, regular sweep?
4-0. What's gentleman sweep?
Gentleman sweep is 5-1. Or 4-1.
I'm going to go 4-0.
4-0?
Yeah.
Regular sweep.
Yeah.
Alright, so you have the Bucks moving on.
Keep the pen.
The next round in the East, we're going to do East, then we're going to do West. We would have the Raptors taking on the Nets. Try not to be biased.
I'm going to actually say the Raptors. Purely because Siakam. And if Irving does come back, then we're losing anyways. I am going to say the Nets put up a good fight. Dinwiddie, LeVert, Jared Allen, Torian Prince. Like, we have good pieces. So I'm going to say probably 5-2. Taking the game 7.
I was thinking 5-2.
4-3.
There you go.
Jesus.
I was thinking
I'm
about the same.
My brain is not here.
I was thinking Raptors in 6.
I'm saying Raptors in 7.
So there's that. All right. Next up will be Celtics, who are the 3 seed, versus the Pacers, who are the 6 seed. Pacers, really.
Oladipo.
You make a good point.
He's back. He's full swing. Miles Turner is back doing his thing. So I'm gonna say the Pacers. I think the Celtics don't have the experience to go to the playoffs. Kemba Walker, this is his first time going to be in the playoffs.
Is it?
Yeah, he's been on the shitty Hornets his whole life.
You make a good point. But, see...
I think him and Dwight Howard won like 5 games in like 3 years ago. Now that they made it one round.
Tatum and Kemba, I think that's a pretty good combo. You don't think they even...
Oh, it's definitely Pacers in 7.
Pacers in 7?
But I don't think the Celtics are going to win. Jason Tatum doesn't have the experience that I would like to see. I mean, they did make a run a little bit last year. Jaylen Brown, Daniel Theis, Kemba Walker, like mentioned earlier. They have good players, Marcus Smart, but I have Oladipo showing out because he has playoff experience from when he played on OKC.
I'm actually going to agree with you here because
And he was part of the really good 2012 Magic team, Oladipo was, when they made a playoff run. So I think that's a good spot for him.
You definitely make a good argument. So I'm going to have to agree with you here. But definitely 7. I don't think it's going to...
No.
If the Pacers win, I don't think it's in anything less than 7.
No, it's definitely Pacers.
At the very least, 6.
I'm sticking with 7.
All right. Then our last matchup of the first round would be the Heat at the 4 seed versus the Sixers at the 5 seed.
Miami Heat.
Miami Heat.
The Sixers seem like they're falling apart. Like, even the fans are booing like Embiid and stuff. And Embiid's thriving off. He just dropped 39 on the Nets the other night. So, look, I think the 76ers are... I don't know. I just don't feel like they're as good as they were. They have all the same pieces. I just don't think they're as good as they were last year.
I'm going to have to agree with you here. It seems like Ben Simmons and Embiid really have a problem with each other. So I don't think they'll be able to work together hard enough in a 7-game series to beat a team like the Heat.
The Miami Heat, who have...
And Jimmy Butler's going to be coming back with vengeance. So...
Yeah, Jimmy Butler. Goran Dragic is a great point guard. Tyler Herro's showing out. Like, one of the best rookies we've seen. One of the most consistent rookies. Doesn't have, like, the great spikes. I mean, John Moran and Zion Williamson are still better than he is. But one of the best, rookies that we've seen in forever. And then Bam Adebayo won the skills competition. He's one of the best skilled big men. He's a dominant big man.
He is.
So, the Heat have to win that one, I think.
What do you
Kelly Olynyk, Ben
6
Simmons.
games?
Heat and 6, yeah.
Heat and 6?
Yeah.
All right, so our second round. The second round of the East would be Bucks versus Pacers. Bucks versus Pacers.
Bucks in 5.
Bucks in 5, really?
Yeah. I do think the Pacers have a good run, and they can definitely beat, who was it that I had them beating? The Celtics? I don't think they can beat the Bucks, though. Pacers can't do that. Bucks in 5.
Bucks in 5?
Yeah.
Gentlemen sweep.
Yeah, for sure.
I think I'd have to agree with you there. Just because I think the Bucks have more star power.
They have more underrated potential. Like, you got to think about, like, Brook Lopez, monster. Yeah. Robin Lopez, monster. Chris Middleton, that's a quiet 20-piece every night.
True.
Giannis, like, they have great players. And everybody's just so blown away by Giannis. I read somewhere that they feel like the Bucks need a big man, but Giannis averages like 14 rebounds a game. And he just
he's a big man. They have Giannis and 2 Lopez brothers. They're gigantic.
Right. Brook Lopez is more of an offensive big guy. Like, when he played for the Nets, he only averaged 5 or 6 rebounds. He wasn't like a rebounding big guy. But when Giannis is averaging 14, what do you?
Isn't that all Robin can do though? Is rebounds?
He's a defensive guy. He blocks and rebounds. You just got to figure out which one you want to start depending on the team you're playing. Like, if you're playing the Rockets, I recommend you start Brook Lopez.
If only you could push them together to make one person.
They're perfect for each other.
All right, so Bucks it is. And then Raptors versus Heat.
I gotta say Heat in 6.
Heat in 6. I think we're gonna have a disagreement here.
First time in the Eastern Conference. I gotta say Heat in 6 just because of Jimmy Butler.
You don't think Pascal Siakam is better than Jimmy Butler?
I don't think Pascal Siakam and Kyle Lowry are better than Jimmy Butler and Tyler Hero. You gotta figure that they have good players. Fred VanVleet is a good 2-guard, but Goran Dragic is a good 15-point game point guard who can run with Kyle Lowry the whole day. And then when it breaks down to it, Jonas Valanciunas versus Bam Adebayo. Like, no offense, or not Marcus Gasol. Marcus Gasol. Marcus Gasol versus Bam Adebayo. I still have Bam Adebayo. Marcus Gasol's on the downhill. He's a great player. Don't get me wrong. Him and Pat were both dominant big guys, but Bam Adebayo is young, fierce, competitive. Won the skills competition. Very skilled guy. Can run with Marcus Gasol for sure. I don't think when it comes down to it that Siakam and Lowry are better. Like, ignoring the big guys, you take the other two stars, Kyle Lowry, Siakam. I don't think he's better than Jimmy Butler and Tyler Hero. I don't see it.
And Blanca's coming with vengeance. Not that deep. I'm just using that as an excuse. He didn't play for the Heat. I don't think he played for the Heat, did he?
Ibaka?
Yeah. No. All right.
He's played for very limited teams.
So, disagreement here. All right, so I think the Raptors are going to win in 7. You think the Heat's going to win in 6?
Yeah.
All right. So, in your mind, it's going to be the Bucks versus the Heat in the Eastern Conference.
I gotta have the Bucks in 6.
Bucks in 6.
I feel like the Heat can give them a run.
So you think the Bucks are representing the East here?
100%. Who else is gonna do it? The Raptors don't have Kawhi anymore.
This guy. All right. In the end, I agree with you too. I don't think the Raptors are going to be able to beat the Bucks. I think the Bucks are going to we're going to take the Bucks to Game 7 again. But was it Game 7? No, it was Game 6 last year. But I think we're going to take them to Game 7 and we're going to end up losing because he's a Greek freak. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. So in the end, we have the same result. We just disagree in the semifinals.
So yeah, I think we could have seen that one coming though. The Bucks. All right.
Sure.
So now to the West, we have the Lakers versus the Grizzlies in the first round.
Lakers at 5. John Murray doesn't have enough experience to get through the playoffs. That's a pretty easy conversation.
Lakers in 5.
I feel like Ja's gonna go off for like 30 one day and like win a game, but he's not gonna win the series.
I definitely disagree. Not that disagree. I definitely agree with you. Because at the very most, I think it's going to be 6 games. I don't think it's going to be 4, and I don't think it's going to be 7.
I'm saying Lakers in 5.
Yeah, because Kyle Kuzma is a good 3, not 3 guard, but
he's a 3-4.
Yeah, but like a third person is what I meant.
I got third option. Yeah. Well, you got LeBron, AD, Kuzma, Green, Bradley. Rajon Rondo's on the team. DeMarcus Cousins is getting his life back together.
He got cut.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I totally forgot he got cut. I just read that yesterday too. So screw DeMarcus Cousins. JaVale McGee, not a great player. DeMarcus Cousins can't catch a break. He should go back to the Kings. They might. Buddy Hield to use him for sure.
I think he needs to go to the Nets with KD and Kyrie.
Definitely not.
I don't think he likes that. No. But yeah, so Lakers in 5.
Lakers 5. Agreed.
All right, so Nuggets and Mavericks. There's only a 4-game difference between the two.
Who's second place? Nuggets?
Nuggets.
I gotta say Mavericks.
I'd have to agree with you.
I have to say Mavericks.
I don't know if that's a bias or what, but I think I'm going to agree with you on that one.
Porzingis and Luka convinced me enough. And Tim Hardaway went for 33 the other night. He's a 2-guard. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and he's explosive like that, but he averages like 12, 13 points a game. He's consistent. Yeah. But he's explosive for scoring for sure.
Yeah, Luka's stats are just amazing. He gets so many rebounds, assists, and points. It's crazy.
He's extremely close to like averaging a triple-double.
Yes,
he
is.
Like 29, 7, and 8 or something like that.
I believe he has 12 triple-doubles this season. I know he has at least 12. I don't know if he has any more.
I don't think he's got any more.
But I know he has at least 12, and every night it seems like he's 2 rebounds off or 1 assist off.
Exactly. A dominant scorer for sure. A dominant player, really.
He has to be averaging at least a double-double.
I think he's really close. I do think it's 29, 8, and 9 or something like that. I think he's extremely close to averaging triple-double, double-double.
It's crazy, man. So yeah, what do you think? 5, 6?
Mavericks in 5.
Mavericks in 5. Wow.
I don't think the Nuggets have what it takes. They're lazy.
Yeah.
I just call NBA players lazy. I'm doing great.
Good job, bud. So we got.
I think the Nuggets are definitely one of the teams that I could score like 10 points a game on. Like for sure, if I made it to the league.
So Clippers and Thunder.
Clippers in 5.
Clippers in 5.
Yeah.
Not scared of Chris Paul.
No.
That's the right name.
James Harden and Chris Paul got into a fight last year.
Did they?
Yeah, that's why he's not on the Rockets anymore.
You make a good point.
James Harden's giving him 45 a night. Come on now.
What's that got to do with the Clippers, though?
Oh, I'm retarded. Clippers in 5 still. Dude, it's been a long week for me. I'm not feeling good. Still Clippers in 5. Kawhi.
Clippers in 5?
Yeah. You can't argue with Kawhi or PG.
Yeah. Kawhi is a monster in the playoffs.
And when PG came back and played OKC, because that was his team last year, he gave him buckets, like 34 or something.
Make a good point.
So, PG's got something against the Thunder, too.
Yeah, I think I'd have to agree with you. I think the Clippers are going to rock them.
Rockets. Don't even ask me this question. Rockets in 4.
Rockets and Jazz. You don't think the Jazz has a chance, bro?
I don't think Donovan Mitchell is a efficient enough player to run with the Rockets. That man, I remember watching him score 26 points on 25 shots.
But the Rockets don't have a center, man.
Neither do the Jazz. They have Rudy Gobert. He averages like 12 points a game. All he does is block shots. And speaking of which, the Rockets, and this is one of the topics that we had later, PJ Tucker at center is 7.5 points, 5.5 rebounds, and an assist a game. That's not bad. That's like a bench center.
It's not bad. That's not bad at all.
No, and if they rotate, they did just got Robert Covington too. He's 6'9". I mean, he's only gonna play power forward because that man can shoot. But like Robert Covington can run with some of those guys.
Well, so you don't think James Harden's gonna choke the first round?
No, I think he's gonna choke the second round, but not the first
Choke
round.
the second round?
Yeah, that's what Westbrook's there for.
Westbrook.
That's what Westbrook's there for. Pick up where he chokes. But I think James Harden's gonna give him 45. Who's guarding him? Donovan Mitchell? Come on.
Well, I mean, the refs aren't going to blow the whistle for him, so that might be a problem.
He does average 40. Like, he could probably average 45 points a game off like 15 free throws a game now. I don't know how he gets the line so much. It's a freakish.
So going to the second round, we have the Lakers, the Clippers, the Rockets, and the Mavericks.
Lakers, Clippers, Rockets, Mavericks.
Rockets. So the second round will be Lakers and the Mavericks.
We gotta say Lakers. I gotta say Lakers. As much as I'm a Luka fanboy, Porzingis fanboy, Tim Hardaway fanboy, Boban, Derek was on the team. Mavericks are one of my favorite teams in history. I gotta say Lakers. Lakers have too much star power.
It's definitely not in 5.
No, it's in 7. Lakers in 7.
Lakers in 7.
Luka's
I think
Luka's gonna run LeBron.
Honestly, the only thing that I think gives the Lakers the benefit here is Kuzma.
I think their depth gives them benefit.
Kuzma, Danny Green, like if it was just PG. Now I'm doing you. If it was just AD, those are the letters. AD and LeBron. It was AD and LeBron versus Porzingis and Luka. I think I'm taking Porzingis and Luka there because Luka's younger. Looks kind of like LeBron did when he was his age.
Luka's better than LeBron when he was his age, in my opinion.
I think Porzingis can outshoot AD. So,
what? That's not even a question. Porzingis can light AD's ass up, bro. Porzingis has got the strap.
I would be going with those two if it was a 2-on-2, but it's not. It's 5-on-5 for 48 minutes. So I'm going with the Lakers.
Lakers in 7.
Lakers in 7, that's for sure. At the very least, 6, but
definitely 7. I feel like it's 7.
Danny Green's gonna have to actually show up, like he did for some games in Toronto in the finals. Not the finals.
He's a great 3-and-D player.
He is, but sometimes if he's having an off night, he's having an off night. Can't hit anything.
Well, at least he can still play defense.
True.
That's a plus.
All right, so unfortunately, the Mavericks aren't making it this year.
No.
As much as I would love to see that. Let's see here. So we got Clippers and Rockets.
Clippers.
James Harden can definitely make it through the first round. But Russ and Harden are definitely not outdoing PG and Kawhi. And all the depth the Clippers have anyways.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you here. So I don't think just because Harden's not getting the whistles and he's not getting free throws, I don't think he's going to be able to do it, just like he's shown he can't do it for the past however many years. It's been a while. He just falls apart in the playoffs, so we don't understand why.
Last time he had a good playoff run, he was playing for OKC.
Yeah.
Which is kind of sad to say.
Maybe it's the beard.
Maybe it's the beard.
Yeah, you just gotta shave that thing, bro.
No, he looks weird without the beard.
Yes, he does. Don't shave the beard. Not even for playoff wins.
No. Just take the L, my guy.
So we have a full Los Angeles Western final.
We have a Los Angeles. Oh, Clippers.
Clippers and Lakers.
Clippers at 7.
Well, that means there's 7 home games for both teams. That's fun.
Home court advantage for everybody.
Technically, it's probably going to be 7 home games for the Lakers because, Clippers fans are a little few and far between compared to Lakers fans.
They're getting there. I'm still saying Clippers in 7, though.
Kawhi. Because Kawhi not.
Kawhi not? Really? It's the weirdest thing you've ever said.
Facts. Kawhi, PG. They have more star power. Montrezl Harrell can run with AD. 100%. They're big guys.
Yeah.
Can run with AD. And Kawhi can definitely put the work on LeBron. And who on the Lakers that's not LeBron is stopping PG? And one of them's got to guard Kawhi. So who's stopping Paul George?
Oh boy, I hope they don't try to put Kuzma in Kawhi.
Bro, if they put Kuzma on Kawhi, Kawhi's getting him 35 every night. And if they put LeBron on PG, PG's still good for 15 to 18 points a game with LeBron on him.
I'm going to guess it's going to be Kawhi's going to be guarded by LeBron and PG's going to be
Like Danny
guarded by
something.
AD.
Nah, because who's going to guard Zubac? The big guy. Zubac's a good 12 points a game.
Well, you see, they're going to put somebody on Kuzma's shoulders and... yeah.
Kuzma's 6'8". He'll be alright. Zubac is only 6'10". It's not that much of a difference.
Yeah, see, Kuzma's got it. But no, I'm going to have to agree. I think the Clippers are going to win it.
Just because Kawhi.
Just because Kawhi. It's going to be an interesting Western playoffs. I think the Eastern playoffs are pretty much figured out already.
For sure.
But the West is going to be interesting.
I hate dogs. Every fucking bit of them. I can't say dogs. Alright, the West is definitely going to be interesting.
So that means you got Clippers and the Bucks.
Yeah.
Who's going to be the NBA champion?
Clippers.
Really?
Kawhi put a stop to Giannis one year. He can definitely do it this year.
Yeah, last year Giannis is like, yeah, I got 2 games on them Raptors, and Kawhi's like,
By the way.
pretty much.
Make him cry.
Yeah. I think I'm going to have to agree. I think Kawhi's getting another ring.
Oh, for sure. Now, the real question is, do you think Kawhi, seeing as how he's hitting his stride, is finishing anywhere around Kobe or Jordan level?
I don't think so.
I think he can finish with 3 rings. I don't think he's going to finish with more than 4. And Kobe hit 5, LeBron or Jordan had 6.
You think he's going to finish with 3?
He'd probably finish with 3.
Well, he already has 2, and you have him winning another one this year.
Oh, he does have 2. I forgot about the Spurs. Yeah, he'll finish with 3.
He'll finish with 3.
Yeah.
So you think he's not going to win another one after this year?
I think the league's getting a lot better. And Kawhi is getting somewhere like near his 30s. So technically his athletic peak is going downhill soon.
Do you remember at the beginning of the season when LeBron was trying to get Kawhi on that team?
That would have been OP.
That would have been scary.
It would have been Kawhi and LeBron.
Kawhi, LeBron, AD, because AD was already there. I don't know who would be stopping that team.
Literally nobody. I don't know who'd be leading the team in scoring though. Like that'd be the part that throws me off. Is it LeBron? Is it Kawhi?
Well, it's not Kawhi. Load management.
Bro, he'd be chilling on the Lakers. He'd be like, yeah, no, I don't want to play this game. I'm taking it off. LeBron would be doing like, hey, Kawhi, you get this game, I get that game. We're taking it off. AD would be like, well, what about me?
What about me?
What about me?
All right.
You're a young boy.
So, according to this guy, the Clippers will be your 2020 NBA champions.
Yes, sir. I believe it. What about you?
I'd have to agree.
Clippers? Clippers in 7. For sure.
Next segment.
So we have a few topics to run through real quick right here at the end. One, I did mention the PJ Tucker at center is averaging 7.5 points, 5.5 rebounds, 1 assist, which is pretty much equivalent to having a backup big man for most teams. Which means the Rockets' PJ Tucker center experiment thing they got going on isn't actually going too bad. He's 6'5", and they just got Covington, who's a lot taller.
Could be worse.
He's 6'9", so they could run Covington at center. But PJ Tucker's not doing too bad for being a center, I don't think. And he's playing like 38 minutes a game.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good.
So that was a shock.
For being a small center.
6'5", bro. That's like...
Are most centers like 6'11", 7
They're like 6'9" and up. Like Tristan Thompson was considered a small center back in 2015 when he was playing for the championship championship Cavaliers. He was 6'9". He was a starting center.
Cleavers.
Yeah.
Like a meat cleaver.
Yeah. I don't know what you just pointed out. Like there was a meat cleaver in this house. This is a strange conversation. Moving onwards, Trae Young for 50.
Trae Young. We already mentioned that, but
We did. We talked about it a little bit. Rookie of the year? No, not rookie of the year. Dude, it's such a long day. He's so young, though. It throws me off, like, how good he is. Like, he's younger than we are.
Offensive player of the year, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Luka's a beast.
Does he make first team offense?
Yeah, I'd say so.
There's not really another guard messing with him like that. John Morant. But John Morant's going to make the rookie team. He's not going to be on the first NBA All-Star. So, that's for sure. Moving on.
Who's younger, Trae Young or Luka?
That's tough, actually.
I think Luka's 20.
Luka's 20. Trae Young is definitely... I think Trae Young's 20. I don't know. They're both young. So, the last topic here, because we're going to wrap up here pretty shortly. We talked about it a little bit when he came back. Zion has played 11 games. And they just released his scoring for the first 11 games. But I do have his averages since he came back. Minus blocks and steals because they're less than one game. I think steals is like 0.7, blocks is 0.4. He's 6'6". What do you want from him? He's not going to be blocking people. Though he did send somebody shit into the crowd the other night.
Did he?
He went, and that shit went flying. And they get a new game ball. I don't know. So, with the least impressive stats, 2.3 assists per game. Isn't bad. He's technically a power forward. Big guys don't pass like that. No. He's not Ben Simmons. So, 2.3 assists per game is pretty good. Now, the part that I had the biggest fear about Zion coming in was three-point shooting.
I think he's got more threes than Simmons does.
That's not hard to do. I can get more threes than Simmons in the NBA.
You sure about that, bud?
What he's got? 2, 3?
I think it's 3.
Bro, I can go in and shoot like 10 in the first game and make 2. Go to second game, shoot 10, make 2. I'm done. I retire with horrible three-point percentage, but at least I beat Ben Simmons. So the part that threw me off when I read his statistics, 36.4% from 3, which is literally like just above league average. League average is like 33, 34%. So he's running with the crowd. And with big men, that's a really good number actually, 36.4.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty impressive.
Hey, he's doing pretty good.
From 3, definitely for sure.
We definitely seen it coming from his college, but
I didn't think shooting was going to be like this, though.
I knew he was going to be a beast. I didn't think his shooting percentage was going to be crazy.
Not for the first few years. I didn't think it was going to be this good. So, moving on, 7.2 rebounds a game. That's pretty good for his size.
Yeah, that's...
Freak of nature athletic, so it doesn't shock me too much. That's still pretty good for being 6'6".
How many putbacks does he have?
I don't know.
But that's the podcast name.
Yeah, we're not talking about the putbacks. So, the last 2 stats for him, he's averaging 58% from the field. Freakish, almost 60% from the field, which is insane.
That's crazy.
Hey, again, I can't keep riding this. Like, he's power forward, 6'6". He's down there with guys that are 6'8", 6'9", 6'10", 6'11". So it's insane to see him average such a high field goal percentage for...
Yeah, he's doing pretty good for his first, 15 games.
Yeah, for
not even 15 yet, but...
For sure. And the last piece, he's averaging 22.5 points. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's good. That's good, all right.
First year, he's up there with Ja. He's up there looking, I wouldn't call him Luka-ish, but he's definitely up there. I think that's pretty good.
We'll give him a full season before we call him Luka-ish.
I don't think he's ever going to be Luka-ish. Luka's still bigger than him. That's the part that blows my mind. Luka's 6'7", 6'8".
That man's an athletic.
Zion's is literally a beast.
They're both monsters.
They really are. So, I think we're going to wrap up now.
Yeah, I think that's it.
So, if you guys enjoyed the podcast, if you did, leave a like, comment down below, give us some of your guys' thoughts, subscribe if y'all new, hit the notification bell. If you're on Spotify, drop us a like, and follow our podcast as well. Go check out all of our socials, Instagram and Twitter, linked down in the description below. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.